Dear students, a very good morning to all of you. Today, we move on to the second part of the lesson, the pie and the chart. This lesson is incorporated in the syllabus of Essay 1. So, learn the lesson thoroughly, learn the question answers as well as read it several times. It's a very simple drama. If you read once and if you understand once, you could answer any questions that come from this lesson. Since you may have some annotations for the essay 1 and for the final exam, you have to read the text several times. What we have seen so far is that Pierre and Jean, both of them are vagabonds who roam around for begging alms as well as food. And Gaultier has a cake shop. And Jean and Pierre, both of them were sitting outside the shop of Gaultier. Though they begged for alms and food at the door of one of the justices, they did not get anything. Rather than they were kicked off from the house. Now they knocked the door of Gaultier. Both of them knocked, but the response was negative. But one thing what happened was that the owner of the shop, Gaultier, was about to go to Mayor's house to have a dinner with him. But he was sure that the Mayor would not prepare anything good to eat at the table. So he asked his wife, Marion, to pack the eel pie. But as she was packing, he told, no, I cannot carry this because my prestige doesn't allow me to carry this all through the street. Then they made an agreement that he will send some of the messengers to carry the eel pie, to fetch the eel pie from the cake shop to Mayor's house. But how to identify the messenger? That was the question. Then they came into agreement that Gaultier will send some of the messengers, and how to identify them? That particular messenger who is sent by Gaultier will kiss the hand of the pretty lady Marion. So that will be an indication that this particular messenger is sent by Gaultier. Okay. We have seen so far, but the interesting thing is that all these conversations were heard from outside by Jean. Now take page number 82. We will see the rest of the story. Now Pierre came there and Jean has overheard the conversation of Gaultier and Marion. Okay. Now Pierre came. Any luck? Anything working out? Jean, yes and no. Okay, yes and no at the same time. What does that mean? Jean, after a pause, so he paused for a moment and said, look here, are you ready to do exactly as I tell you? And no questions asked. So now, Pierre has to do something what is told by Jean. Don't ask any other questions to Jean. Jean told like that. Pierre, I will do anything to keep my stomach quiet. So, in order to make my stomach quiet and calm, I will do anything. So, in order to get food, I can do anything. Whatever you tell, I will do. Jean, very well. Now listen. I am going into the next street. Directly, I am gone. Go up the door, knock on it and say. So, now you have to go to the Gaultier's shop and knock and say something. What? Pierre. Thanks, I have been there once today already. I got what I expected. So Pierre told that I have once knocked the door and I got thoroughly. I did not get anything. Mimicking Mr. Gaultier's pompous manner. Go away, beggar, go away. I am busy. Go into the next street. Baba. Okay. So he told the words said by Gaultier. He was kicked off by Gaultier saying these words. And Pierre repeated whatever was told by Gaultier. Jean, never mind about that. Listen, I said directly, I'm gone. Go up the door and knock on it. The lady will come to the door. So when Pierre went, it was Gaultier who came and opened the shop. So opened the door of the shop. Now Jean is saying, now one pretty lady will come in front of the shop as you knock the door. Okay. But how do you? What to do now? Don't interrupt. No, don't say anything. The lady will come to the door. When she goes, so you will take her hand and kiss on it. So as the lady comes, you just kiss the hand of the lady. You know, in the previous episode we have seen that if somebody kisses the hand of the lady, that messenger will be sent by Gaultier. Okay. And Jean had overheard all these things. Now in the coming sentence, Pierre is sarcastically saying that it is not going to work out. So if I say all these sentence said by you, as I see the lady, after kissing her hand, what will happen? And the heavens will open, rose to fall, and nocturnes will be seen to rain upon us from the clouds, and champagne will be heard gargling in the gutters. Where did you learn this conjuring trick? From where did you learn this thing? It's not going to work out, and nothing is going to happen. Very well, believe it or not, as you like. So you can believe it or not, it is up to you. The point is, are you hungry or are you not? If you are hungry, you go and do this thing and it will work out, I am sure. Pierre rubbing his waistline. So he is just rubbing his stomach. Hungry. I have a hollow in here that all the birds of the air could nest in. So I have a big hole there in which all the birds can come and have rest there and can build nest. Then do as I tell you. Now you go and do what I tell you. If you don't come off, if it doesn't come off, never trust me again. But it will. So now you can believe, you may believe, and do do whatever I have told you, and it will work out. Definitely it will work out. If it is not going to work out, you need not believe me in the rest of my life. Okay, in the rest of your life, you need not believe me. So now Jean is motivating Pierre to do to go and kiss the hand of the lady Marion and get the please take page number 83. Pierre, a criminy Jean, I believe you are serious. For Christ's sake, Jean, I believe you are serious. Are you saying something serious or what are you telling? Jean, of course I am serious. So yeah, I am saying something very serious. You do it and you will get the pie. Pierre, all right, I will do it. Okay. Now Pierre is agreeing to do what Jean has told. Jean, good. Pierre, tell me again, what do I have to do? Now again Pierre is asking for some explanation. What exactly I have to do? Jean, it's quite simple. Go and knock at the door and say, please, madam, Mr. Gaultier has sent me to fetch the eel pie. She won't give it you till you have kissed her hand. That's important. Okay. Now what you have to do? You have to kiss the hand of the lady. Otherwise you will not get the eel pie. And that is going to be a very decisive factor. So all the practice is given with regard to the verbal communication by Jean to Pierre. Pierre is asking something. But suppose the husband comes to the door. Now, if the husband who is coming to the door, what I have to do? Jean, he won't. He's out. Okay, husband is out. I happen to know it. So I happen to know that the husband is out. Never mind how, but I do. Now, I am going round to the corner. I shall be back in 5 minutes. And don't you start dinner till I come. So don't begin dinner till I come back. Okay. Now you get the eel pie from Marion by kissing her hand and saying that you are the messenger sent by Gaultier. But you don't eat the eel pie unless I come. Okay. Jean, exit Jean, and Pierre knocks the door. Marion answers it. So now Marion has come. Pierre, good morning, lady. I come from Mr. Pie, who sends me to fetch the Galtier. Okay, now he got confusion with pie and Galtier. So when you do something wrong, no, or when you are going to fool somebody, sometimes you may get nervous and you may misplace the words and names and all those things. Okay, I should say I have come from Mr. Galtier, who sent me to fetch the pie, the eel pie. Now he has corrected the sentence again. Marion, and how I to know you are his messenger? Now how I will come to know that you are exactly the messenger who is sent by my husband Galtier? Pierre, coyly, shyly. Allow me, lady, to kiss your hand. So now please let me kiss your hand and prove that I am exactly sent by your husband. He attempts to seize her hand, but Marion snatches it away. So though he was about to kiss the hand, he just snatched her hand away, pulled back. Marion, all right, I will do. Wait there and I will get it. Exit reappears with the pie. Here it is. Take care how you carry it. It's a very good pie. So it's a very good pie, and you have to. It is a delicious pie, and you have to carry it with utmost care. Don't lose it. Carefully, you have to carry this. Okay, agreed. Or Pierre assured. So he felt safe. It's okay, lady. I shall take the great care of it. So I will be extremely careful with regard to the eel pie. As a carrier of eel pies, I claim to be second to none in the Paris. So in all Paris, I am the best person to carry the eel pie like this. So I will never lose it. It shall travel thus close to my bosom. I will keep it close to my bosom, to my heart, to my chest. As a mother with her bandlings, young child, as a shepherd with his ewes means female sheep, as a mother guards her children, young children, as a shepherd take care of little female sheep, I will keep it safe at my bosom. I will keep it close to my heart and my stomach, like that. As Saint Ursula with her maidens, I will play the guardian angel with the eel pie. I will be the guardian angel of the eel pie. Okay, I will take it with utmost care. That is the sense of the sentence. Marion, be off then and don't waste time in getting there. So now my husband is at Maria's house, and you fetch the pie and go immediately. Take the pie and go immediately, but at the same time with utmost care, and so that you won't fall short of time. Okay, now go immediately. She closes the door. After she had gone, Pierre stands holding the pie as if stupefied, as he is wondering what is happening. He then places it carefully on the bench and sits beside it. So now he is sitting near to eel pie and sitting on the bench. He gazes at it lovingly, prodding it now and then with his fingers. Now he is sitting near the eel pie and slowly poking the eel pie. Pierre, this must be a dream, and presently I shall wake. One of those dreams that are too good to last. I know, because I had them twice before. Picking up the eel pie tenderly and sniffing it. Good dream. Last a little longer. Just now I haven't the very least desire to wake up. So now slowly Pierre is making a soliloquy. Soliloquy means speaking to oneself. Okay, he's talking to himself. That is called soliloquy. So this entire sentence is a soliloquy. He is saying that, is it a dream or not? Actually, I have dreamt about eel pie and all in the previous days, and these days I was very much desiring to have some delicious food, and now it is with me. The costly, delicious eel pie is, and its smell and its consistency, everything, is fascinated by all those things, and he is extremely happy, and he is spending his precious time with this eel pie, enjoying its smell and its texture. Jean, well, what did I tell you? Jean says, what did I tell you? Pierre, putting his finger in his lips, shh, don't speak too loud. You might wake me up. So I am in a dream. I don't wake me up. Okay. So he's thinking that as if he is in a dream. Jean, laughing and clapping him on the back, wake up. Then it's dinner time. So now it is dinner time. Now wake up, my dear guy. Picking up the eel pie, we won't wait for the nectarines and the champagne. This will do to start with. So you don't worry about the champagne and all this nectarine and all those. You forget about all this. Now let us have it. Now let us eat it. He goes out carrying the pie in front of him. Jean follows as if in a trance, nose in the air, sniffing. So he's sniffing, like that. Now Pierre takes the eel pie and goes, and Jean follows him, sniffing, smelling the sweet smell of eel pie. After a pause, Sender Galtier. He is obviously angry and rather out of breath. He knocks at the door. Marion opens. So now they have gone with the eel pie. The vagabonds went with the eel pie. Now our Galtier enters. What? Back already? So now you are already back. What happened? The mayor was out. Galtier says the mayor was out. Nice way to treat a guest. So is it the way to treat a guest? He invited me and went there, and the mayor was out. Ask him to dinner and then goes out and forgets all about it. So he invited me and he forgot about it and he went out for some other business. I will get even with him for it one day. Mark my words. Gaspard Galtier is not the man to be treated like that. Oh. So now what happened? Galtier came with the news that the mayor was out, and he is telling, he is commenting about the bad habit of bad character of mayor, because he invited me, a person like me, is very respectful in the community, but he has actually he has disappointed me with this kind of attitude. Okay, he went out, isn't it? Marion, but what will you do for dinner? Now what will you eat for dinner? Dine at home, of course. Where else? Where else will I go? I will eat here itself. But there is nothing in the house to eat. Marion says there is nothing in the house. Where is the eel pie? The eel pie is with the vagabonds. Galtier, nothing to eat. What are you saying? What are you talking about? There is the eel pie, isn't it? Isn't it there? So the eel pie is there, no? We will eat that. Marion, but you sent for it. I gave it to your messenger, not a quarter of an hour. So I just sent the eel pie to the messenger who was sent by you. Galtier, picking up his ears. What's that? What have you told? I have sent messenger. No, I have not sent anybody. Galtier, I sent no messenger. Marion, but? Galtier, I say I send no messenger. Suddenly, threateningly, what have you done with the eel pie? I believe you have eaten it. I know that you have eaten the eel pie, and you are saying that you have handed it over to a messenger. Actually, the messenger was not sent by Galtier. It was the conjuring trick played by our Jean, isn't it? Okay. Marion, now don't be absurd. Gaspard. Gaspard means his full name, and his first name is Gaspard. Gaspard Galtier. Now don't be upset. Of course, I haven't eaten. Of course, I haven't eaten it. I tell you, the messenger came as you arranged, and I gave him the pie. You must be crazy if you didn't send him. Who else did it? Okay, now total confusion. So now Marion is saying that Gaspard, I have not eaten the eel pie. I did not eat it. As you said, I did not eat the eel pie. I tell you, the messenger, again she is asserting that the messenger came as you arranged. Now everything went on as you have arranged. And I gave him the pie. And I gave him the pie. Don't be crazy. If you have not sent him, who else have done it? That is the question raised by Marion Galtier. If this is a joke, women, let me tell you that it's in a way, in a very bad taste. I will soon see for myself if the eel pie is there or not. And if it isn't, you will have to find a good explanation. So Galtier is not going to believe the explanation given by Marion. And he is telling, I am going to see whether the pie is there. If it is not there, you have to come with a better explanation, because I have not believed what you have told. And now the family is going to be broken on a single eel pie. It's all matter of faith, isn't it? So now Galtier is damn sure that he has not sent any messenger, and Marion is damn sure that he has sent the messenger and handed over the eel pie, and Galtier is not believing it. Now who else played the trick? And that confusion remains. We will see the rest of the story in the next class. Okay, so now I will send the link of the question answers of this lesson, and this lesson also will be there for the essay 1. Okay, wish you everything best. Good luck. God bless you.